Today we're continuing our guide to teach new players to Diablo 3 how to level safely and easily in hardcore mode. This video is meant to help people learn the basics, so if you stumbled across it and are a grizzly vet to the game, leave some comments down below to help new players with anything I might not cover. This video is going to cover levels 30 all the way to 41, and there's a special reason for that, so stay tuned if you want to know why. But enough talk, let's jump into this thing balls deep. Okay, so here we go. We're continuing on with our guide for newer players or people who haven't tried hardcore, or just people who are casual players and don't know how to level properly by themselves. In the last video we left off at level 30. We just gambled for our grasps of essence, so we got those on there now, and it obviously fucking makes us ridiculously powerful when we're using corpse explosion. We still have our 3-piece bonus of pains on that we got lucky enough to find. And that's pretty much where we are, other than I transformed the ruby into a better one, and so I just threw an emerald in there temporarily until we find another ruby to go in our weapon, because something is better than nothing. Other than that, let's just keep going. As you can see, we're quite powerful, even on expert, where I'm thinking about going up to master for a few levels. It's always good to pick up any extra any things that you see that give you great crafting materials, because they're the hardest to come by. So anytime you're in a level that has them, pick them up. It's worth the time when you're leveling 1 to 70. But as you can see, between we're still pretty powerful. Definitely not having any problems with expert difficulty level for now. So after we do this bounty, we will be moving up to master and just being as careful as we can. Okay, and that bounty's done, so we're gonna jump up to master perfectly level real quick here. Oh, except for we got a new ruby, or 2 new rubies, so let's quickly make them into a better one. Swap them out for the emerald. Until you get above level 70, rubies always are better than emeralds, so any chance you have, obviously keep your highest one in your helm, because you want the experience, and your second highest in your weapon for the damage. Alright, so up to master we go. Okay, so again, there's nothing fancy about leveling solo, it's just looking for those specific bounties. And we've yet to find one in Act 4, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. So in the meantime, just pick your favorite place to level up, and rinse and repeat, essentially. Generally, when on hardcore, I try to stay around the halls of agony as much as I can. Otherwise, I tend to avoid the what the fuck are they called? The woods, the festering woods or whatever, or the fields of misery, because those goat men, especially when up on master like this, can really fuck your day up. As you can see, we're still pretty badass at this point with what we've managed to find, so we're gonna stick on master, because why not? Our health hasn't really been an issue yet, and we're still killing at a good pace. See, now this is a case where this ring is better than the one we're wearing, but only by 2%. But the ring we are wearing has monster kills plus 23 experience, so I'm not gonna switch it, but I will switch it for our alternate ring. Yeah, just gonna give our Templar a little bit of love here. And one of the season objectives is to fully equip your follower. That's why we're doing this. He's not really doing anything for us at this point, but you have to fully equip them, so now we'll be on the lookout for a Templar relic, and then we'll have that part of the season journey already done. Okay, so obviously we're not going to fight the butcher on hardcore, so we're going to just pick another place to level in. As as you can see, we're leveling up pretty quickly here. We're still on Master. Still nothing's coming close to touching us and hurting us, so it's safe to stay here as far as I'm concerned. But, like I said, I wouldn't be in the fields of misery on this difficulty level. Oh, nice, I got it. And because we're in Season 14, we got 2 goblins there. There we go. You know what, that's good enough for me. Let's go back to town and we'll upgrade our gems. Okay, so we upgraded our ruby in there and our ruby in the weapon, since we were lucky enough to get those goblins. Now let's go back to the grind. Alright, so here's actually one of the quests that I was talking about, the bounties that you're looking for. It's the Cursed Chamber of Bone. It's a guaranteed spawning of one of the cursed shrines that are guaranteed to spawn a shitload of enemies, which are good, obviously, for leveling up. Okay, so I need to coach myself. We are on hardcore, and I need to watch out for the fat guys exploding. Especially on master difficulty level. See now, 3% damage but minus 13 toughness. To me, that on hardcore, that's not worth it. Like, 8 to 10% I would have switched for, even with the minus toughness. There we go, now we know where we're going. Tyler, remember, those fat guys hurt. It's hardcore. Just remember to watch out for the fat guys, Tyler. But
come on.
Okay. I'm still gonna stay on master, but again, sticking in the semi-safe halls of agony. Up to level 40. Now normally this is right where I would hop out, except for I'm a Necromancer, and I need to get to level 40 or 41 before I do what I want to, because our cheat death passive gets unlocked at 41. But normally, if you're playing any other character class and you already have your cheat death passive, I would be hopping out of the game right now. And there we go, 41. So, we are getting the fuck out of Dodge. Okay, so, being as we're on hardcore, the first fucking thing we're gonna do is put on our cheat death passive. Okay, now that that's done, before I forgot about it, now what we are going to do is salvage this shit, and we're gonna go forge, have materials, and oh, make sure, yeah, I have trained him. Okay, so have materials. Now we're going to go to a two-handed weapon. So I'm just gonna pick a staff, and you're gonna roll a level 70 staff or whatever fucking weapon you choose. Now I'm hoping that I don't get shit out of luck because I can only make 6 of them. All right, perfect. So this is what you're looking for. Is you're looking for a two-handed weapon that you craft it to level 70, but you need a crowd control mod on it. So for instance, this one has 1.5 chance to fear. So now what that does is it severely limits the amount of secondary affixes that you can roll for, giving you a better chance to get reduced level requirements. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna cross our fingers, come up here to Miriam, throw this bad boy in. Now, this is what I mean. So see how there's only 3 different things that you can roll for? If you didn't have that crowd control ability on there, this list would be huge. So you always need to find a crowd control ability for this to work. I mean, you could fluke out and get lucky, but fuck, like, let's get serious here, right? So anyways, that's what we're looking for, obviously, is level requirement reduced. So let's cross our fingers. Any level requirement reduced is better than none, so we'll start with that. Up to 22. Level requirement reduced by 29. Perfect. And there we go. Now we have a disgustingly huge damage increase, and that's where we're going to leave this one off, because in the next video we're going to jump up to a retardedly high torment difficulty level. Normally on softcore I go straight to T6, but call me crazy, this is hardcore. I'm going to try T3 and see where we go from there, and clearly we got the cheap death passive on now, so that's something, but again, you can get proc and fucking die just like that if you're not careful, so it's better safe than sorry. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this.